it's Kristen, and I am in the kitchen with one of my favorite all-time exercises, how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and talking about how important it is to have tight procedures, good workflows, so your team knows exactly what they need to do. Whether that team is your house staff, your kids, your family members that are going to actually make some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or if it's analogous to your team and how they do everything in your office. So I hope you grabbed some ingredients. I hope you had some time to jump in here and have fun with me, because we're going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right, step one. First thing first, you got to gather the ingredients, right? You need some good bread, you need some peanut butter, you need some jelly or jam, whatever is your preference. And that is where right there at step one, boom, we need to be specific, right? When you're building that workflow, if you just put gather ingredients, that's that big 10,000 foot view phase, but there's other things that need to be told in that phase. For instance, where are we supposed to find this bread, right? Is it in the refrigerator? Is it up in the cabinet up top, right? Where do you have a bread box? Where is your team supposed to find the things to do step one? Where are they supposed to find the peanut butter? Do you keep it in the refrigerator? Do you keep it over in the cabinet, right? It's all up to you. And when we're talking about what kind of jam, I happen to grab some of this apricot, one of my favorite flavors, right? And is that in the fridge, the cabinet? Do you want the strawberry, the raspberry, the apricot, right? The grape jelly. You have to be specific. So step one is gather ingredients, but within that first phase, you've got to be specific of telling the person who shall do what by when, where can they go find these ingredients. All right, we've made it past step one. Next is we need to open the different things, because if you just start off with your explanation with take a spoonful of peanut butter, well, they're not going to know, right? How do they get it? If it's not open, they're like, how are we going to get it open? So you've got to have step two, the next phase, open up the ingredients, be ready. This is the same as in your business, right? You've got to explain in the workflow, get all the parts ready, get the computer screen open, the spreadsheet, the law practice management software if you're an attorney or a law firm, right? You've got to be ready with the right tools in front of you, ready to do the process. Otherwise, now you get bogged down trying to go back, log in, do different things. No judgment zone, been there, right? So we have some creamy Jif. It actually smells really good. Some apricot jam, and one of my favorites, because I'm from Oregon, Dave's Killer Bread. Some good seed bread, absolutely awesome. So we've got our ingredients open, and now we're gonna step three, we get into specific instructions. This is where we need that clarity. Take 2 pieces of bread out of bag, close bag, right? Important that we put things away as we're not needing them anymore. And then we're going to go ahead and move into the instructions. Now, this is where you need to decide, don't leave it to common sense. How much of the different ingredients do you want to use? How many of you use recipes, right? Even if you don't use recipes all the time, you have a good idea of how much of an ingredient to use, but especially if you love to cook like I do. But you've got to be specific to someone who maybe this is their first time, right? So quick, show me in the chat, how many of you have made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? How many of you love a lot of peanut butter? How many of you like a little bit of peanut butter? How many of you love a lot of jam? How many of you want just a little bit of jam, right? You've got to be specific, because your preferences might be different than the next person's. So pop it in the chat. How much do you love peanut butter, and how much do you put in your peanut butter and jelly sandwich? So question is there a poll? 1 tablespoon? 3 tablespoons? Can I get even more on here? Oh, 5 tablespoons. Okay, that's a bit much, eh? So we're going to go with about 2.5 tablespoons, maybe almost 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. Now, how do you describe, the next subtask is how do you describe where to put it, right? Spread peanut butter with knife. So we needed to go back, insert knife into peanut butter, scoop out 3 tablespoons. Next, where are we going to put it? Are we going to put it on the top of the bread? Oh, wait, Kristen, that's the top of the bread's up here, right? Are you going to put it on the face or the side? Oh, the side's over here, right? So now I've got peanut butter on the top. I've got it on the side over here. Oh, wait, maybe we meant on the flat face of the bread. Oh, okay, making sense now. Now listen, you're presuming everyone in this world has had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I got to tell you, there's a bunch of people that don't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. People in the UK, for instance, not a big thing, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's more of an American thing. I get it. So you've got to be specific. So here we are. We've got our peanut butter nicely placed on the face of 1 piece of the bread. So now we're going to move into our next part. Maybe wipe the peanut butter on the blank piece or the non-peanut butter bread. And now you're going to have to describe exactly how much jelly or jam do you want, right? Once again, did we want 1 tablespoon? Did we want 3 tablespoons? Did we want the whole freaking jar, right? People have different preferences. I don't like sugar that much. So I'm going to probably be conservative and go with, I'll go 2 tablespoons here. Once again, insert knife into jelly, scoop 2 tablespoons, and spread across the face of the bread. And this is where your procedure might say the face is the big, wide open inside of the crust area of the bread, right? You can use your own descriptors. That looks so good. Big chunks of apricot on there. And then finally, we get to the part of how do you describe putting it together, right? So with peanut butter side of bread and jelly side of bread facing one another, connect the 2 pieces, right? Can you see how a good workflow would be good? Could you see how a good video might be helpful to this process to train somebody what you want? Can you see how maybe some images that are little small thumbnails that go into the procedure so that they have a quick visual of what they need, right? Those are all helpful things for building your system. Now, do you want to go the extra mile and ask that your sandwich is cut in half? Did we want it in diagonal? Did you want it in 3 parts? It's your choice how you want to present this. It's also important in any kind of a workflow to add that important step about closing things, putting things away, right? It's not just about making the item. You need to go from A to Z. For instance, you would have a workflow for opening the office in the morning, and you would have a workflow for closing the office in the evening, right? Those are things we help with in our workflows and workloads bootcamp. So, so good. This is why it's so important using my trusty Rocketbook. Put down your steps, right? Or as I like to do, put them in boxes. Create those workflows so that you're able to see the components come together, right? You're able to build this. The goal here is to create a workflow so that anybody could walk up, look at the workflow, have specific instructions, enough to have clarity on exactly what you want done so that you end up with an amazing end product that's ready to eat. So good. I haven't had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in years, I gotta tell you. Tasting pretty good right here. All right. Listen, everyone, this is a fun exercise to do with your team. I hope you jump in and do one like this. We're going to give you a little worksheet to help you. More importantly, let's get your team signed up for the Workflows and Workloads Bootcamp. In 6 weeks, we're going to walk them through how to build a workflow, and then we're going to walk you through admin workflows, finance workflows, marketing workflows, sales workflows, IT workflows, legal workflows, all the different areas in just the first 3 weeks. And then we're going to walk you through how to build out the workloads. In other words, how much time should it take to build this peanut butter and jelly sandwich once they've read the instructions and have their ingredients? Boom, boom, boom. It's a super simple process. But if you don't want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that has an entire jar of peanut butter on it, well, you need to be specific. And that's what we're going to help your team do. Learn how to get specific with the way you want it done in your office and fine tune those workflows so you have that clarity to bring people on board and help them have an amazing experience, getting up to speed quickly, building it out the way you want, and ending up with an end product exactly that is delicious, perfect, and ready for action. All right, everyone. I hope you had fun with this peanut butter and jelly sandwich exercise. Get your team signed up for our Workflows and Workloads Bootcamp. I am doing a live session starting June 1st. Every Wednesday, we will be jumping on and going through for you and helping walk them through and giving them dozens and dozens of documents and workflows so that we can streamline and help you build fast. That's what this is about, streamlining your time, your energy, helping you build those workflows. All right, so from the kitchen, have a great day. I am going to sit down and enjoy my peanut butter and jelly sandwich that was made to perfection the way I like it, with just enough peanut butter, just the right amount of jam, exactly the way I want it. Love it. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care.